Hey, Shalom, Shalom, his brother Davion, VSOJ, Tour Knights. I'm saying, coming at you with a video, Psalms 31. See you later. Hey, Shalom, Sister Mac, Shalom, Shalom. But yeah, it's a translation video. But yeah, so basically I'm gonna be going over Psalms 31. I hope Zaya come in here, cause I had sent it to him. I know he had some questions on Psalms 31 about the language and stuff. So hopefully the brother come in here. But yeah, it's gonna be over. Yahawah is our fortress, or our, our rock, or basically like our stronghold. But it means it's like our protection, or like our hedging, or our defense, right? So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Oops, hold on. Share. All right, cool. All right, this Psalms 31 says, to the conductor, a psalm of the wise, right? But it says lot the wise, which is like 2 or 4. Verse 2, it says, I took refuge in you, O Yahawah. Let me not be shamed forever. Rescue me with your righteousness, right? Right. I took refuge in you, or you are my. I placed my trust or my hope in you, right? It says, Bach Yahawah. It's like in you. The ka on the end would be a suffix. It means you. The ba, which is the prefix, it means in. But it has many more meanings as well. But such as like in, on, or like upon, or like against, or like among. But in this sense, it's like in, like, in you, Yahawah, kasayate, which is kasayate, which like I trust, or like I confide. L2 at Bawasha, right? In this sense, it would be like actually it would be like not. L also means not. Ebo Asha, I be shamed. Now this word bawash has many applications, which it means like to be dry as well, or shame, or let me get it for you. Let me get it. Slide, bear with me. Slide. Bawash. You find this in Strong's 954. Bawash means to be pale, or to be ashamed, to be disappointed, or delayed. Bring, or like cause to be shamed, be confounded or confused, become dry, delayed, or like be long. You know what I'm saying? Right? So it's like, like in you, Yahawah, I trust or confide. El not, Ebo Ashah, I be confused or confounded, or dry, or ashamed, right? Oh, it's like I don't know what happened. Oh, and it says La awalam ba sadakwatak falatane, right? Which means forever. Like, not I be shamed forever. In your righteousness, falatane, save me or deliver me, right? Oh, we're not gonna go through all of it, but like some important parts. All right, it says, incline your ear to me, quickly rescue me, be a rock of strength to me, a stronghold to save me, right? Incline your ear, or like hear my supplication, right? Now, when you go against Yahawah or the Torah, Yahawah will hide his face from you, preventing him, from hearing you, right? He'll hide his countenance. Verse 3 says, says hata, ele, which means incline or like stretch forth, ele to me, ezanak, your ear, mahara, mahara, like quickly, or like you know what I'm saying, to hurry. Ha zalayane, which is to preserve or to cover over. Haya be let for me. Lot zawar ma'awaz, for a rock, right? The word zawar is like rock. You know what I'm saying? For a rock, or like a defense, or like a, you know what I'm saying, like a refuge. Ma'azah, which is like a stronghold, or like a defense. Lot bayah, right? For temple or house, or like the inward man, right? For temple or house. Ma zawada slag. Ma zawadawath, or a defense or a fortress. Laha washa ayat slag. Laha washa ya'at. Dang, this word hard to say. Laha washa ya'ane, which was like to save me, right? So I'm gonna run through it again. It's like, incline to me your ear quickly, preserve me, or like to like cover me, if I'm not mistaken. So let me get that. Bear with me real quick. Calm is like to preserve me, right? It says like quickly rescue me, right? Or like preserve me. Hayat be let for me, lots of war for a rock. Ma'awaz, like a stronghold or a defense, for a temple or a house. A defense or a fortress, which will be a zawad, or also a zawada, to save me, right? Whether it be from you know, like, you know, whether it be in the spirit, you know what I'm saying, or the physical. But in the spiritual sense, it'll be like impurities of the spirit, or things that would taint the mind, you know, or cause you to be trapped, or put in a pit, as far as like someone following their own counsel, right? Or being in idolatry. You know what I'm saying? Remember, it said, let me not be shamed, or let me not be confused or confounded. Verse 4. For you are my rock and my stronghold, and for your name's sake you shall lead me and guide me. Verse 4. Ket 4. Sala'ai, my rock. It also means like lofty, but like my rock. Wa mazawadate, my fortress or defense. Right? Eta, you, right? You, my fortress or defense. Wa la ma'an, it means like in order, but it also means like with the sake of, or like you know what I'm saying, for the sake of. Shamak, your name. Tanakane. Wa. Tanahalane. Like you bestow or straighten or guide me. And you conduct me or guide me or lead me. Right? I'm gonna run back through it. It says, Ke Sala'at Wa Matzawadate Eta Wa Latma'an Shamak Tanakane Wa Tanahalane. Right? It's like for like my rock, my fortress or defense, you, for the sake of, or like, you know, sake your name, you guide me, or straighten, you lead me. Right? All right, it's getting ready to storm. It's storming right now. You probably hear the thunder in the background. Verse 5. You shall free me from this net which they have hidden for me, for you are my stronghold. Right? Verse 5. The what net. It's like bring out or escape. Marashah from net or like ruin. Right? Now you can get a couple words from it. You can get rashash, which means like to demolish. Slide, bear with me. Slide. Rashash, which means to demolish or to be impoverished. Right? It's like you know, cause me to escape or bring out from the net. This Tamana, they lay or like lay in secret, let for me. Ket for I thought you ma'awadze, which means like my strength or my fortified place. Right? You know what I'm saying? So it'll you know what I'm saying? It'll be like remove me from this net. Remove me from things that will cause me to stumble. You know, remove me from seeking false vanities. Remove me from impurities of the spirit. Remove me from evildoers. Verse 6. In your hand I entrust my spirit. You have redeemed me, O Yahawah, God of truth. Right? By your dock, in your hand, et fakwayad, et fakwayad, which means like I appoint or like give charge. Rawake, my mind or my spirit. So basically, like I turn to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I turn to you, Yahawah. Like, you know, please guide me. You know what I'm saying? You know, cause me to set my mind upon you, or my heart upon you. In your hand, I appoint Rawake, my mind or my, you know what I'm saying, my spirit. Fadaya thought, Ewate, Yahawah. Fadaya thought, you redeemed or delivered. You redeemed me or delivered me. Ewate, me, Yahawah. El Emoth, God of truth, right? You got Emoth, if I'm not mistaken, also means cubit. Emoth means cubit. Emma means like uh, mother. You got Eman, which is like truth or faith. It's a lot. Bear with me. Emoth also means stability or certainty, truth, trustworthiness, establishment, faithful, right, or sure. You know what I'm saying? Stability, to be stable within the foundation of truth, within the Torah, within Yahawah. Let's go. Verse 7. I hated those who await worthless vanities, but I hoped for Yahawah. All right. Shenete, I hate, or like make odious. Ha, Shamarayam, like those who observe or guard or you know what I'm saying, safeguard Habalet, which is like nothingness or failure or corruption, right? It's like I hate or like I am odious of those who observe nothingness or corruption. Shaweh, which is like ruin or evil or desolation or uselessness, right? Nothing that will help, you know what I'm saying, elevate you to a higher state of thinking or a higher capacity, you know, more than like Matzariah, which is like a confinement or like a prison. You know what I'm saying? Things that won't, you know, help you elevate or sprout vegetation or like blossom. When I say blossom, I mean like sprouting vegetation of like conceptions and you know what I'm saying, like cogitation and reasoning and using your mind. Wa ine I el to Yahawah batakate, I trust. Right? It's like I hate those who await uselessness or desolation, corruption, nothingness, you know, or failure. What's something else that be, you know, synonymous, which would be like idolatry. Let's get down to let's get down to we can go verse 8. It says, I will exult and rejoice in your kindness, for you have seen my affliction. You have known the troubles of my soul. And you did not deliver me into the hands of any enemy. You have placed my feet in a broad place, right? In a broad place. Like where did Yahawah bring us, right? To a land flowing with milk and honey, a good and spacious land, like Rabat, which is like, and it's also like an abundance, but it's like an enlargement of like a spacious land, right? A land of peace. You know what I'm saying? Or land to you know move around, but it's like a mind state. So, and I can back that up with Exodus. Go to Exodus verse. Exodus verse. Was it 3? It says it's Exodus 3 verse 8.
I shall descend to rescue it from the hand of Egypt, and to bring it up from that land to a good and spacious land, to a land flowing with milk and honey, to the place of the Canaanite, the Hittite, the Amorite, Pharisite, the Hivite, and the Jebusite. Right?
A good and spacious land.
Verse 10 says, be gracious to me, O Yahawah, for I am in distress. My eye is dimmed from anger, my soul and my belly. Verse 10. Oh. Check the chat real quick. Let me drop the link real quick. Hey, Shalom Leo, Shalom Mac, Shalom Z. All right, verse 10. It says, Kananet, which is like favor me or have mercy upon me. Yahawah, Ket 4, Zar, distress, afflicted or tight, right? Where you get Matzah right? Or Matzah distressed or afflicted, or like a tight space, confinement, no room to move. Let with me. Ashashah, consumed, or like or it also means like fail, like consumed or fail. Baka'as, in grief and sorrow or anger. Ayanet, my eyes. Nafashe, my soul, right? Wa batane, in my belly, right? Or within the womb. Remember? Now, remember the womb also means like, you know what I'm saying? It's like the mind. You know, you have to be born again, right? Yeah. Batan. Let me get that for you. Batan. Strong. Batan. 990. To be hollow. The belly. The womb. The bosom or body of anything. Belly, body. As they be born. Within. Womb. Right? But in the spiritual sense, it will be the mind. You know what I'm saying? You have to be reborn again. In the mind and the spirit. Which means going through the process of refinement. You know what I'm saying? Burning off impurities. Verse 11. Now, if you think of it like, you know, coming out of Egypt, you know, you burning off the impurities of Egypt, or you leaving behind anything that, you know, that you learn from Egypt, which would be like the lower man, earthly inclination. You know what I'm saying? Idolatry. You know what I'm saying? Salak, my wife just got home. This is babe. Oh, I'm on live. You good? Verse 11. Shalom. For my life is spent in grief, and my years in sighing. My strength has failed because of my iniquity, and my bones have decayed. Right? Verse 11. Ket 4. Kala. Actually, it's Kala. Ket 4, which means like spent or end. Bayagawan. in vexation or grief. K8, which is my life. So like for spent in grief, my life. Wa shanawat wa shanawate. My years. Ba enaka. In mourning and sighing, right? My years in mourning and sighing. Kashal, which is to stumble or fail, or like, to fall or stumble. But awane, in my iniquity or sin. Let me check the chat. Let's see. Oh, no, he not. Oh, my bad. Sorry, bro. I forgot to send it to the chat. My bad. Wa azame, which is like it's like my strength, but it also means bones as well. But it's like my strength. Ashasha, consumed or wasted away, right? Azam also means like your strength, or you know what I'm saying, or like your power, or like your substance, right? Ashasha, wasted away or consumed. So I want to get to the important parts. Verse 13. I was forgotten like a dead person, right? Out of mind. I was like a lost utensil. That's a lot. Says na shakaka, dang, na shakaka, dang, this word hard to say. Na shakakate. It's like I forgotten. I'm forgotten. Kamath, like dead, right? The root would be mowath, but it's like dead, but it means like spiritually dead. Because when the serpent came to Eve, he was like, you know what I'm saying, like when Yahawah told that if they ate from the tree, it'd be like they would surely die. But it mean like die spiritually and mentally, or be cast down to like the you know what I'm saying, the lower inclinations. You know what I'm saying, the earthly inclinations. You know what I'm saying, they got, they no longer have like the angelic mind state. You know what I'm saying? It says I forgotten, like dead, or like spiritually dead. Malab, of heart, or like from heart or mind. Hayayate, I become kakale, like vessel, ebad, which is like wander away or to perish or to lose oneself, right? To lose oneself or to perish, right? Become like dead or like spiritually dead. Verse 14, for I heard the gossip of many, terror from all sides. When they take counsel together against me, they plotted to take my soul, right? As far as like, dude, like these dudes coming up against Tor Knights, you know what I'm saying? Or, dudes coming up against Tor Knights. David was fighting wars. Even Saul, you know what I'm saying, tried to kill David, right? Many terrors on all sides. Like when they take counsel together against me, they plotted to take my soul. I'm going to skip down to verse 16. It says, my times are in your hands. Rescue me from the hands of my enemies and from my pursuers. Right? My times are in your hands. Rescue me from the hands of my enemies and from my pursuers. Right? Now, the word for time
It's like my it's atate and by your dog in your hand atate my times, right? Or like my duration, or like the stint of my life. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's also like it's also as far as what you do. It's like what you do with your time. You know what I'm saying? You can either keep the Torah, right? You know what I'm saying? Walk righteously. You know what I'm saying? Keep walking the truth as best as you can. Not pervert justice. Give charity. You know what I'm saying? You like, but also it could be like like you're Nick. Like you could be out following your own counsels. You know what I'm saying? Following your own counsel. You know what I'm saying? In idolatry. You know what I'm saying? Just be inclined to the lower self things that you know what I'm saying only appeal to the five senses. You know what I'm saying? So it said my times are in your hands or my duration, right? So also it's like you know, don't be overly wicked lest you die before your time. You know what I'm saying? Or don't be overly righteous lest you be left desolate, right? First verse. I'm gonna get this one verse. I'm gonna skip down to verse 18. Oh, actually, I'm 17. Right? It says, cause your countenance to shine upon your servant. Save me with your kindness. Let me see. There you go. Hey, Shalom, Z. Leo said,
Shalom, Mark. Can you hear me?
Con. I was gonna say, Leo said, Kashak, right? You know what I'm saying? Like the spiritually dead, Kashak, ignorant. You know what I'm saying? Don't just like spiritually dead. You like being in Egypt. You know what I'm saying? You like having like a dry council or like a parched land, which means the mind. But hey, Shalom, bro.
Shalom, Mark. Sorry, babe. I was just trying to look at that. Now, I just got home not too long ago. I see that you started up the live and wanted to come on and you know
Hey,
drop a couple verses.
bro. I was just going over Psalms 31. I wasn't gonna make it too long because
Kind of understand.
I gotta do some laundry and stuff. And we was gonna work on that song today too. And I don't know if Kiana hit y'all up or not, but I was gonna ask if y'all wanted to come through and like lay some tracks for the song where it could be like a chant or like a harmony. You know what I'm saying? Like background vocals. I already hit up X and he said he was coming through, but I don't know what time because it's storming right now.
Yeah, I just got back and took a shower when I was storming and raining outside and whatnot. Regardless, I'll let you know later on here. And we can my girl was telling me about that, and she was excited about it. You know, she's a music nerd. I'm not like you guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm not big into like the music and everything. Like I love it. You know what I'm saying? I think it's lovely, but I'm not like you know.
No, I feel you. I feel you, bro.
You know what I mean? A singer, rapper, music player. You know, I just enjoy it.
It ain't like no it's not like like you ain't gotta spit no verse or nothing. Cause like I already have it written. So what I would do, I would lay down the track for like the vocal. And then y'all would just repeat whatever I'm saying, but y'all can do it in your own way. You know what I'm saying? It's for the Israelite music. So like I already have like a chorus and everything. We just got it recorded.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, bro. I mean, it's up to y'all. You know what I'm saying? But did you have any verses to bring out, bro? I was gonna get back to
you was reading Shalom to the panel. You was reading you said Psalm 31, right?
Sure.
Let me go to it real quick just so I can get a better, because I didn't get to hear it. Like I only came into the video as I was getting home, and my lady let me know. She said, "Hey, Davion's on it." I'm like, "Oh, snap! I didn't even know." Taking refuge, not and let not. I'm sorry. Verse 3: Incline your ear. I'm saying, incline to me your ear. Quickly rescue me. before a strong I'm sorry, be for me a stronghold rock, a fortress to save me. For my rock and my fortress are you, for your name's sake. Guide me and lead me. Remove me from the net that they had hidden for me, for you are my stronghold. Okay. I'm just reading to give more context because I wanted to make sure that the verse that I did have actually correlated with what the brother was bringing out. Um, this is
Okay.
going to be Proverbs chapter 21. Um, and I'm gonna start here at verse 8, right? It says the way of a man is sometimes inconsistent and strange, but a pure one's every deed is upright, right? I'm gonna go down to verse 11. When the scoffer is punished, the simpleton gains wisdom, right? And when the wise one receives instruction, he gains knowledge. A righteous person brings success to the house of the evildoer, which corrupts the wicked toward evil, right? Uh, one who shuts his ear to the cry of the pauper, he too will call out and not be answered. Basically, what I'm getting at here is that those who wholly rely on wisdom and righteousness, or you know, those who wholly rely on the Most High and His Word, and in honesty and innocence, they're going to reap the benefits of it. You know what I'm saying? And those who do not are just going to reap those benefits. I'm gonna continue down to verse 29. Right? Wait. 22, verse 22. The wise one went up to the city of the strong and brought down the strength. And brought down the strength of its trust. One who guards his mouth and his tongue guards his soul from troubles. The boastful, willful man, scoffer is his name. The arrogant evildoer, he is a willful man. The lust of the sluggard will kill him, for his hands refuse to work. Right? All the day long, he will court lust, and the righteous one will give to him and not hold back. Right? The offering of the wicked is an abomination, and surely when they bring it with impure design. So kind of like what I was saying, it's like those who wholly rely on righteousness and pretty much like innocence, they're gonna be like that or act like that in those ways as much as they are that, you know. Who has a wicked heart or wicked a design in his heart, they're already acting off that from like the get-go. You know what I mean? So the most the most the strongest or the one of the most important qualities of being an Israelite or of being someone who seeks the Most High is humility and knowing uh knowing your sins and knowing yourself. You know what I'm saying? And what's the word? Genuality, like truth, honesty. You know what I'm saying? There's some people who seek this out not for the most pure reasons. And there's pure hearted Christians, right? And they'll always be better than the insincere hearted black Hebrew Israelites. You get what I'm saying? So it's like your genuality or your honesty and your innocence uh in the eyes of the Most High is very important, because you can innocently make a mistake, or you can knowingly be willfully make a mistake. You know what I'm saying? So we rely on the Most High in His Torah wholeheartedly. You know what I'm saying? And we rely on Him for our salvation, because we're not looking to other people for our um we're just looking to be innocent in the eyes of the Most High. We're just looking to be fair and honest in the Most High's eyes. You know what I'm saying? And if we make a mistake in that, then it's a sincere mistake. You know what I'm saying? But there's people who profess and who claim out of insincerity, and who also uh profess and claim just out of insincerity, you know? And because of that, it's it's just not right. And when I say it's not right, as far as like as far as their faith goes, because we all know hypocrites in this faith and hypocrites in other faiths and whatnot. You know what I mean? It's just very important for us to be genuine. And yeah, our people wholeheartedly rely on the Torah and on the Most High when we're supposed to. Like we're in exile right now, and our people are all over the place. You know what I'm saying? But the way of the righteous man is the way of the innocent. You know what I'm saying? Because the righteous strives for innocence and honesty. You know what I mean? If you make a mistake, you want it to be an honest, innocent mistake. You know what I'm saying? Not something that you are doing, willfully. And I know I've been spurting on and talking a lot, especially about this verse here, but that's what I had to say a little bit about it.
Hey, calm, bro. Shalom, Jeremiah, and but calm, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because like,
Fine. And I just feel like the Most High is like more willing to be a fortress for you, more willing to be a stronghold for you if you take refuge in Him. You know what I mean?
fact.
And that's in a way that's like truth, honesty, and innocence. You know what I'm saying? It's not that the Most High is looking for people who never make mistakes. He's looking for people who aren't waiting in the shadows to do something evil, then call it a mistake. You know what I mean?
Con. I had just went over this Psalm 31 verse 7. It says, I hated those who await worthless vanities, but I hoped for Yahawah. Right? Right. Shene ete, ha shamarayan, ha bale shaweh. Right? So it's saying like, I hate or like make odious like those who safeguard or observe ha bale, nothingness or corruption, right? Or failure. Shaweh, desolation, also uselessness or ruin or evil, right? So those we're supposed to hate that, right? Or make it odious, or not, what I'm saying, be involved with it. Wa and ne I el to Yahawah batakate. I trust. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I place my trust in Yahawah, but I hate those who safeguard or observe, you know, uselessness or nothing or corruption. You know what I'm saying? So
Con, I got another verse too for you.
come on, bro.
Oh, let's see. What was it? Is this on? Yeah. This is going to be Proverbs, chapter 24, verse 19. It says, "Do not assimilate among evildoers, and do not envy the wicked, for there will be no lasting outcome to evil, but the lamp of the wicked shall die out." Right? Fear Yahweh, my child, and the king. Do not mix with inconsistent people, for their disaster will arise suddenly, and who knows the punishment of both? You know what I mean? Like I was saying earlier, it's like those who seek to walk in innocence, but like honesty, they're gonna try to be like that, like as much as they can. You know what I mean? They're gonna try to exhibit those qualities as much as they can. Do not mix with inconsistent people, right? That has a lot to do with genuality and honesty. You know what I mean? You want to be who you are honestly. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's like what am I trying to say? Even if it's a mistake, you know what I'm saying? Even if you trip up, even if you're like wrong about something, you know what I'm saying? You still want to be honest about how you feel and about how you go about things. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's important too. You know what I'm saying? Because if brothers are willing to it's another thing when you step on the court, you know what I'm saying? You know the odds in your favor, you're more likely to win when when everything's in your court, you know what I'm saying? But when you speak up or when you say something or even when you just sway away from the evildoers, you know what I mean? It's like even when you do that, you wanna I almost lost my train of thought here. Basically, what I'm saying is that it's different when you know the outcome. You know what I mean? It's different when you feel confident. But for brothers to have the heart and the mind to speak up even when they don't feel confident, that's strength as well. You know what I'm saying? Even when everyone's against you, even when it's not popular to do the right thing, even when don't be a follower of the majority, And when you're in a situation where you feel as though you're following the majority and you want to turn back, what I'm saying, that nervousness you get, or maybe even that feeling you get that, hey, maybe if I speak up, if I'm right, what I'm saying, they turn on me. Or if I'm wrong, I look stupid. But those people who will sit there and who will still speak up regardless, knowing that they could possibly look dumb, or they can possibly, what I'm saying, lose ties or whatever, I feel like that's the type of acting on honesty that we need as a people. You know what I'm saying? We gotta stop holding ourselves back. We gotta stop withholding righteous things for those who deserve it. You know what I mean? There's a scripture that says that. Don't withhold goodness to those who deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Or even rebuke, or even, whatever. So you know, don't withhold yourself from speaking up, even if you're right or wrong. If you're wrong, be corrected. You know what I'm saying? Be corrected and be humble. But if you're right, allow for that to be out there, and for someone to have been out there to speak up, or to do something different.
Con, I got
Yeah.
a verse real quick. This Psalms 19. Then I'm gonna get back to the Psalms 31, and it says Psalms 19 verse 12. Also, when your servant is scrumptious in them and observing them, there is great reward. Right?
So, you know what I'm saying? Scrupulous was like diligent, you know what I'm saying? Like very attentive to, you know what I'm saying? Like, keeping the thorough wall within your innards, you know what I'm saying? Heeding rebuke or, instruction, or discipline, right? In observing them, there is great reward, you know what I'm saying? So, it says, only with this may one glorify himself, contemplating and knowing me, like contemplating and knowing Yahawah. You know what I'm saying? Not the man who glorifies himself in his strength, or his, his worth, or his wealth. So I mean wealth. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? It says, only contemplating upon Yahawah is worthy of, glorifying.
And then verse 13. Who can discern mistakes? Cleanse me from unperceived faults.
Right? So even though even though it may seem as if, you know, you're doing something, you think you're doing something right, even though it could be a mistake. They said, who can discern mistakes, right? So even though it may seem like you're doing the right thing, it could potentially be a sin, right? But Yahawah saves us from unperceived faults. If we take it to heart and we sincere,
right? And it says, also from intentional sin, restrain your servant. Let them not rule me. Then I shall be perfect.
Or like innocent,
or without blemish, which is what you want to offer to Yahawah.
And I will be cleansed of great transgression. You know what I'm saying? So, be cleansed from, impurities, like from them unperceived faults, you know what I'm saying? From sins, from, iniquity, things you do that you may not even know it's a sin. You know what I'm saying?
But with that,
I'm gonna get back to Psalms 31.
This is
Are you start? I did have a small piece of that Proverbs 24 I was reading. That one to drop.
come.
Proverbs 24 verse 23, right? Pretty much the following after what I just read. These things too are for the wise to consider. Showing favoritism in judgment is not good. One who tells a wicked person, "You are righteous," the people will curse him, and the nations will, I'm sorry, anathemize him. The reprovers shall be pleasant. I'm sorry. The reprovers should be pleasant, and a good blessing will come upon them. The lips of one who responds with the proper words should be kissed. Prepare your work outside and provide for yourself in the field, then build your house. You know what I mean? And now you know what I mean. I just read the scriptures. So speaking on that, basically it's like yeah, these are just some of the ways, or the considerations that the wise should have, and some of the things that you should ponder on. You know, here I got another verse that kind of hits on that a little bit. This is going to be Proverbs 26. Proverbs 26, verse 3. It says, a whip for the horse, a bridle for the donkey, and a rod for the back of fools, right? Do not answer a fool according to his foolishness, lest you also be considered like him. You know what I mean? Basically, what I'm saying is that pretty much hitting on the same thing I've been kind of talking about since the beginning, is that those who walk in sincerity, you know what I mean? Uh, it matters so much because you're not going to make certain decisions. You wouldn't make certain decisions that you otherwise would have without certain influences. You know what I mean? Which is why it's important for us to contain ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And to really counsel within ourselves before we do say or act. You know what I mean? So when a fool or when someone who's obviously not as privy to the information of whatever it is that you all talking about or whatever, um, don't uh don't feel over high minded. Don't feel high minded or don't belittle them. You know what I'm saying? Just answer them according to their knowledge. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not. I'm sorry. Don't answer them. Answer them according to your knowledge, but don't get overly like, you know what I'm saying, overly high minded. You know what I mean? When you obviously or speaking or conversing with someone who is not as informed as you are, you know what I'm saying? You have to be humble in all these situations. You know what I mean? Uh, pretty much for those who are fools and for those who do not have the information, it takes a longer time and more physical lessons for them to learn. You know what I mean? It says a whip for the horse, a bridle for the donkey, and a rod for the back of fools. You know what I mean? So fools are going to have a hard time learning. You know what I mean? You don't need to get caught up with them in their hard time because you want to stoop to their level. You know what I'm saying? Or because you want to, feel highly of yourself. You know what I'm saying? uh Walking that middle path, staying genuine, being honest, it works. You know what I mean? So
Hey, Con. And then like when you start, you know what I'm saying, when you start following like your own counsel, or you start going after it's just willful sins, that will cause Yahawah to hide his face from you or his countenance. And with that, I'm gonna go to Psalm 31. Son of the way, is that Brother Devin? Hey, Shalom, Brother Devin. I think that's that brother.
shalom, shalom.
Um, Psalm 31, verse 17. Cause your countenance to shine upon your servant. Save me with your kindness. Right? Your countenance. It says, Ha, Yahawah. Salah, bear with me. All right, Salah. It says,
And it's
Ha.
a lot, brother. Oh, slut.
Oh, what's up, bro?
No, I was just gonna say, I know those verses that I brought out weren't necessarily exactly on the topic at hand, but I do got something else that I want to, some more verses. Speaking specifically about how Yahawah is our savior and how, you know Yasharal will be saved through the Most High. So I got some scriptures on that too. It was just that kind of was, getting at me a little bit because Proverbs was Proverbs is a treasure trove, you know what I'm saying, of information when it comes to human interaction with each other and how we should be toward each other, you know what I'm saying? And just based off some of the things that's been going on recently, I feel like those scriptures was worth bringing out. So,
Come on, bro.
yeah, it's a lot.
Um, I don't know. Let me finish this Psalm 31 real quick, and then I give it off to you, bro. This it says verse 17. Ha Yahawah, which is like if I'm not mistaken, the root is Ewar, which means like enlightenment or to shine or to give off light or illumination, right? Fanayak, your presence, right? The ka in the end would be like you or your, right? Fane, which is like your face or like your presence, but it also means within, You know what I'm saying? Right? You know, now it says, you know, Yahawah is the lamp of a man's soul to give off light, right? Fanet, his countenance, he turns to you, not away. Al Abadak upon your servant. Hawa Shaya Ane, like to save, or it also means salvation. Bakasadak, in your mercy. Kasad, in your mercy, right? You know what I'm saying? Or like your kindness, right? Verse 18. O Yahawah, let me not be shamed, because I called out to you. Let the wicked be shamed. Let them be silenced to the grave. Verse 19. Let lying lips become mute. Those that speak against a righteous man falsely and with haughtiness and disdain. Right? Go to verse 18. Remember the word bawash, right? Which means it's like confusion or to be dry or shame, right? Yahawah, El, not Ebawashah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me not, you know what I'm saying, be shamed. Like, not be shamed. Cat 4, Quare etak. So like, Quare etayak. Like, I called to you. It's like, I called to you, Yah Bashar, and they be shamed. Right? The root is Bawash. Right? But if I'm not mistaken, the wa on the end, the wa on the end will it means like they. So it's like they be shamed. It's like I think it also means like it's like the past as well. It was like be shamed. Russia Ayam, which is like the evil or the ungodly or the evildoers or the wicked. Yadamal, they be still. Yadamal, they be still or silenced. La Sha'ewal, to the pit, the grave, or hell. Right? They be silenced to the pit, the grave. You know what I'm saying?
She-Hole.
Hell. You know what I'm saying? Sha'ewal. Right?
The darkest, deepest parts of the earth.
The covenant with death. Let them be shamed or confused or confounded. Let lying lips become mute. Those that speak against a righteous man falsely, with haughtiness and disdain. Verse 20. How great is your goodness that you have laid away for those who fear you, that you have worked for those who take refuge in you, in the presence in the sons of men. Right? Right? Those who
Hey,
take
and
refuge in you, in the presence of the sons of men. What would you say, bro?
no, I was gonna say that Max got a verse that she wants to get out to once you're done.
Okay. Come on. She can bring it up.
No, kind of, yeah. Here you go, babe. Here you go. Just make sure you can hear you and everything.
Yeah, Shalom, D. Can you hear me?
Hey, Shalom, Sister Mac. Yeah, you good.
Shalom. I just wanted to bring out verse 27 in Psalms 27, chapter 27, verse 1 through 6. It says, by David, Yahawah is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? Yahawah is my life's strength. Whom shall I dread? When evildoers approach me to devour my flesh, my tormentors and my foes against me, it is who they stumble and fall. Though an army would besiege me, my heart would not fear. Though war would arise against me, in this I trust. One thing I ask of Yahawah that I shall seek, would would that I dwell in the house of Yahawah all the days of my life, to behold the sweetness of Yahawah and to contemplate in his sanctuary. Indeed, he will hide me in a shelter on the day of evil. He will conceal me in the concealment of his tent. He will lift me up upon a rock. And I feel like that verse is speaking to a lot of the brothers who are going through, a lot of things with these wicked people who are making our lives real hard right now, especially during captivity in Babylon. So, it's an amazing thing that we have the Torah and Yahawah. And, just keep praising Yahawah God for, all your days so you can prosper. But Tawaradi for letting me speak.
Oh, Con, sister. Con, it was a beautiful verse. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? But Con, though, Yahweh, our stronghold, our fortress, or our defense, or
You
our
good?
rock. You know what I'm saying? Our refuge. I thought I was muted for a minute. My bad. This uh verse 20 of Psalms 31. It says ma, like how, or like it's like a question, but it's like ma, like how, or like what? Abundant, rob, abundant, great, or powerful, tawabak, your goodness. Eshar, which, zafanah, like you preserve or protect, right? Now I wanted to show this, right? It's zafanah. But I just wanted to say that you could also get Zanafath, right, or Zafah, right? But you also can get Mat Zanafath, which means it's like the turban, but it says who like preserves or like protects or like stores up. You know what I'm saying? Zafan, right? But it's a representation of the turban, right? Turn on my camera. I don't know if you can see it. It's a little far away. I don't know if you can see it though. But right, I can see that. But it's the turban, which means to like store up treasures in heaven of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. You know what I'm saying? The hidden things or the secret things, right? In the mind, right? The you know what I'm saying? The holy of holies, right? David's sanctities and the jar manna and it's the turban, right? Which is what the priests and the high priest wore. They wore the head plate, says holy to Yahawah, right? It's the storing up of holy things. Get back to it. It says Layal Rayat Layal Rayat dang Layal Ray dang I can't say this word Layal Rayak, like it's like for the fear of you for Allah, like practice or like well, you know what I'm saying, maker or work, but it's like perform or like the practice la khasayam, for protection, trust, or mercy, bak, in you, nagad, bane, adam, right, in you, in the presence, bane, son, adam, man, right? So what it's saying is, it's like, you know what I'm saying, like those who fear you, that you know what I'm saying, in the presence of the sons of men, like they take refuge in you. So like when they went to go spy out the land, right? And Joshua and Caleb were the only ones who stood up and was like, yo, we can surely conquer the land. You know what I'm saying? So they placed their trust in Yahawah. The other men, they feared the people of the land. They feared the giants. They said it surely is a good, great, you know what I'm saying,
vegetation abundant, very fertile land.
Lush.
You know what I'm saying? Lush, right? But remember, it's a mind state. It's like a mind state of peace, right?
But people, brothers, can't forget that lush and rich lands are never unguarded and are never uncoveted. You know
Con.
what I mean? A
What,
lush land is something that's coveted, meaning it's something that people fight over. It's something peace is something that people fight over. You know what I'm saying? And the Most High blessed us with the land, and He said, "This is the resting place." You know what I'm saying? This is the true rest. You know what I'm saying? The land, and our people weren't content with it. They weren't content with peace. They shed innocent blood in the land, and the Most High told us, "Not for this was the resting place given to us." You know what I mean? Like,
con.
not to be evil, not to not have peace, not to not exhibit righteousness. You know what I mean? He never blessed us with the resting place for that. You know what I mean?
Con. And even when they went there, they said like it's fortified. You know what I'm saying? It was very like abundant with produce. You know what I'm saying? Or vegetation of the mind. You know what I'm saying? So it said in the presence of the sons of men. So when Caleb and Joshua stood up and they was like, surely we can conquer it. You know what I'm saying? What happened to everybody else who was like, no, the people of the land are great and numerous than us, and the giants were there. We were like grasshoppers in their eyes. You know what I'm saying? They feared man. You know what I'm saying? They didn't fear Yahawah. So what happened to them? Their carcasses dropped in the wilderness, and their children was wanderers in the wilderness for 40 years. You know what I'm saying? So in the presence of the Son of Men, you're supposed to take refuge in Yahawah. Just like when Aaron made the golden calf, he was like, surely it's a festival for Yahawah tomorrow, because he feared the people. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened. When he made the molten calf, he feared the people more than he feared Yahawah, because they rose up against him.
And I know it sounds a little hard to some brothers, but it's like, hey man, sometimes you gotta be willing to, like, to get hurt. Sometimes you gotta be willing to take a blow.
God,
Jonah said, hey man, I know why this storm's going on, y'all. Listen, I don't want none of y'all to get hurt. So it's me. I'm an Israelite. I ran away from my God. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I mean?
He said, pick me up and heave me into the water. Like, throw me into the water. You know what I'm saying?
He's like, I already know what y'all got to do, bro. Don't even worry. I already know. You know what I'm saying? I know what's going to make it stop. Just throw me into the water, dog. Just throw me in the water. And they're like, what? No. We're not going to throw you into the... And he's like, no. Just throw me in the water. I already know. You get what I'm saying?
Cool.
So it's like, if you run away from your duty as an Israelite, the Most High gonna put it on you, and you're gonna have to take that blow. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to take it. The Most High wouldn't like, oh, now Job understands and he's okay, so I'm not gonna make him get swallowed by the fish. No, you're gonna have to jump off. You're gonna have to. You wanted to get on the boat, now you got to jump out of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, those who rely on the Most High wholeheartedly. I know it's. I'm not gonna act like I'm not gonna sit here and act like it's easy. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's just a spiritual thing. You just have to not give up on the Most High. You know what I'm saying?
It's a fight every day. It's a spiritual battle. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, that word physical battle, which is, you know what I'm saying, spoken of throughout the Torah. But ultimately, it's a spiritual battle. You know what I'm saying? Like when we fought, Yahawah, you know what I'm saying? Yahawah was with us, and when we didn't have Yahawah with us, we died. You know what I'm saying? So
I got a verse. Also, like I didn't mute my girlfriend over here. It sounded weird.
You good? You
good? Jeremiah 17. Did you bring it out?
No, I haven't. I ain't bring that one out yet. I was gonna bring it out.
Not yet,
out, bro.
Not yet, right? Because I was like, there's no way you cannot think of Jeremiah 17. You know what I'm saying? But just for a little extra information, I'm gonna go up to Jeremiah 16 verse 14, right? However, behold, days are coming, the word of Yahawah, when it will no longer be said, as Yahawah lives, who took out the children of Yasharal from the land of Egypt, but rather as Yahawah lives, who took out the children of Yasharal from the land of the north and from all the lands where he had scattered them. And I shall return them to to their land, which I gave to their forefathers. Right. I'm gonna go down to Jeremiah chapter 17, verse. I'm gonna start 7. Blessed is the man who trusts in Yahawah. Then Yahawah will be his security. He will be like a tree planted near water, which spreads out its roots along brooks and does not see when heat comes, whose foliage is ever fresh. It will not worry in the year of drought and will not stop producing fruit. The heart is the most deceitful of all, and it is fragile. Like we were saying earlier, it is not hard. I mean, not hard. It is not easy to always have a confident heart. It is not easy. And I'm not going to sit here and act like I always have. I'm not going to sit here and act like anybody around me has always had a confident heart, ready down to die for whatever. No, that's hard. It's a hard thing to have that type of spirit all the time. But for those brothers who have a piece of that, who have been blessed by the Most High, who have a portion of selflessness in them, it's important that we set our personal beliefs and our personal goals aside in order to exalt the Most High's name. So if you're getting faced with an ultimatum, and the ultimatum ultimately is the Most High's way or the world's way, and no matter how much it's gonna hurt you, please, brothers and sisters, pick the Most High's way. Please rely on Yahawah for everything you have. You know what I'm saying? Because he's the reason why you have everything you have. You know what I mean? Regardless, you know. And when I say everything you have, I'm talking spiritual possessions. You know what I mean? All the lessons you learned in your life, all the treasures you stored up to now, all the worthwhile memories, all the worthwhile sayings, all the worthwhile teachings is there in you. It's not in your arm, it's not in your knees, it's not in your nose, it's not in your lips. You know what I'm saying? It's in your spirit.
Like what,
right?
What did it say? It said Israel who has my Torah in their innards. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, the word for innards means heart or mind. The same word for intestines is the same word for heart or mind. And I was reading that yesterday. I'm gonna continue this, and I'm gonna stop. It says, verse 9: the heart is the most deceitful of all, and it is fragile. Who can know it? I, Yahawah, plumb the feelings and test the innermost thoughts, to give to man according to his ways, the fruit of his deeds. Right? I'm gonna continue down to verse 12. Like the throne of glory, primally exalted is the place of our sanctuary. O Yahawah, hope of Yasharal, may all who forsake you be ashamed. May those who turn aside from my teaching be inscribed for the burial in the earth, for they have forsaken Yahawah, the source of fresh water. And I'm gonna end my verse on that. Selah.
Hey, come on, bro. I want to bring this verse out, Leviticus 26, where, you know what I'm saying, there's supposed to be a mind state of peace. But when, the people who went to go, you know what I'm saying, the brothers and sisters who went to go spy out the land, they brought back a bad report, you know what I'm saying? But it's supposed to, be a land of peace, you know what I'm saying? A land, of you know what I'm saying, trees that give its fruit. Remember, the word tree also means counsel, you know what I'm saying? So like counsel of peace. This Leviticus 26, verse 3. If you will follow my decrees and observe my commandments and perform them, then I will provide your rains in their time, and the land will give its produce, and the tree of the field will give its fruit. Your threshing will last until the vintage, and the vintage will last until the sowing. You will eat your bread to satisfy you, and you will dwell securely in your land. Verse 6. I will provide peace in the land, and you will lie down with none to frighten you. I will cause wild beasts to withdraw from the land, and a sword will not cross your land. You will pursue your enemies, and they will fall before you by the sword. 5 of you will pursue 100, and 100 of you will pursue 10,000, and your enemies will fall before you by the sword. I will turn my attention to you, right? I will turn my attention to you, on my countenance, you know what I'm saying, on my face to you, which Fane also means like within. I will make you fruitful and increase you, and I will establish my covenant with you. You know what I'm saying? Shalom, Coach. All right, let's get back to Psalms.
Let's see, Psalm 31.
Got another verse after you, brother.
Oh, come on, bro. You can go ahead and bring it out.
Shalom to the chat again. I can't see it because I'm on. Yeah, shalom to the chat.
My bad. I want to say one more thing, right? It says those who seek refuge in you in the presence of men, right? So you're not supposed to yield to the majority to pervert the law. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to do what is good in the eyes of Yahawah. You know what I'm saying? Not follow man, right?
You gotta stop.
I just want to say that.
No, Khan, you're right. You're absolutely right. We gotta stop looking for reassurance in the eyes of other brothers. You know, we gotta start looking for reassurance or insurance in Yah. You know what I mean? Like you got something on your mind you want to bring out, just you know what I mean? Like don't think about necessarily what other people are going to think about you. You know what I'm saying? Or what other people got to say. If like I said, if you're feeling honest and in yourself, make your decision on innocence. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Not on malice, you know, stuff like that.
I'll be right back, bro. I'm about to go grab some more water.
Con. This is going to be Jeremiah for the people watching. It's going to be Jeremiah chapter 26. Jeremiah chapter 26, and I'm going to start at verse 4. Say to them, thus said Yahawah, if you do not listen to me and to follow my Torah that I have placed before you, to listen to the words of my servants, the prophets whom I sent to you, sending them from early morning, but you did not listen, so I shall make this temple like Sheol, right? And I will make the city the epitome of a curse for all the nations of the land. And that's what happened to us because we did not decide to listen to the Most High or to rely on the Most High and His word, His Torah, rely on His word through the hands of the prophets whom He sent. You know, and because of this, our people are in such a grievous situation as a nation, and individually we find ourselves in hard situations because of our inability to rely on the Most High, right? And when we say that, we're not saying make decisions without information. We're not saying make decisions without knowledge. We're not saying, oh, if you get shot, just be like, oh, the Most High gonna get it. I'm all good, and just sit down. No, that's not what we're saying. We're saying in your heart and in your mind, rely on the Most High. Allow your choices to be guided by Him and His Torah. You know what I'm saying? Or the want to try to appease the Creator rather than brothers and sisters. You know, we shouldn't be looking for appeasement in each other. You know what I'm saying? We should love each other and we should camaraderie with each other. Yes, we should rebuke each other. Yes, you know what I'm saying. But we should not be looking for approval in each other, because when that happens, we start to give other brothers or corporations or whatever it is, we start to give too much respect, and we start to give too much what's the word too much repose. You know what I'm saying? And that respect is always supposed to be held for the Creator. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying it's not okay to respect other brothers. I'm not saying it's not okay to honor your fellows. I'm saying when you allow it to go too far to a detriment, that's when it becomes an issue. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
yeah, that's when it becomes an issue.
Right? Right? You know what I'm saying? You want to seek Yahawah's counsel. Now, also too, it's like like Yahawah can use man in order to accomplish a task. You know what I'm saying? So if a brother, like say if you're doing something and the brother rebuke you, you know what I'm saying? You want to at least consider his counsel if his heart is sincere and he comes from the right place. You know what I'm saying? But
and like I said, it's okay to be wrong about stuff. You know what I mean? Even if you're sincere about it. But as long as you're sincere and you're able to take rebuke, you're able to be humble in your incorrectness, it still means a lot. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? Like it is what it is. Like you're not necessarily trying to be like it's like I'm losing the words. But Bro, you get what I'm saying, right?
Kind, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? If you, like I said, son of man, like tell the house of Israel about their iniquities, whether they will heed or whether they will, you know what I'm saying, they will refrain. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, like, you can like
Huh.
rebuke brothers sometime. They might not always, you know what I'm saying. They might think like you coming at them, like you attacking them, but no, I mean that's not necessarily the
Nah,
case.
and it's not even about rebuke. It's more so about understanding that we're all people. You know what I'm saying? We all make mistakes.
Huh?
And you're saying you don't need to harper on either end. You don't need to be like, oh, feeling overly high minded, feeling like you got to point out the wrong in everything and in every, you know what I'm saying? And you
Right.
also don't need to be overly passive where you feel like, hey, I'm gonna just be humble. I'm not gonna say anything at all. I'm gonna just, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say anything because I don't wanna, you don't need to be overly both ways. You need to
No,
walk
right.
the middle path, be honest, be sincere, and just try not to be overly to the right, overly to the left. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Nah. It is like, if you see a brother, like, a brother or sister doing wickedness, you know what I'm saying, and you don't say nothing about it, their blood is on your head. You know what I'm saying? Because you refuse to say anything about it, even though that you saw, you know what I'm saying, that they was, doing something corrupt. You know what I'm saying?
And that don't mean you got to make a full fledged PowerPoint to them. You know what I'm saying, right? Hey, this, that, and this. You know what I'm saying? It can be as simple as, hey, I don't think you should be doing that. It can be as simple as that. You know what I mean? Or
Come.
it can be as simple as, uh, hey, bro, don't walk down that street. I've seen a couple of weird dudes down there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't. It's hard to explain. Like, it ain't gotta be over the top. It ain't gotta be like you trying to watch over somebody. But it's important that we look out for each other. For those who are closer to each other, we can be like that. We can't sit down, talk to each other, have a whole conversation. You know what I'm saying? But for the brothers and sisters, just as a community in general, you know what I mean? We shouldn't be overly on each other's head, and we shouldn't be underly submissive. You know what I mean? Or like passive. You get what I'm saying?
Come.
Both can be bad.
Hey, Shalom, Dojo. Hey, Shalom, Elect. Hold on, we'll go to, where was verse 21. It says, "You shall hide them in the secrecy of your countenance from bands of men. Protect them in the shelter from the strife of tongues." Right? Dude, like, it'd be like dudes who, like, purposely try to cause one to stumble. You know what I'm saying? Or try to cause a snare for that person. So this is verse 21. It says, "Da sata salah. Da sata." Dang, I can't say the word. "Da sata yaram." Conceal, which is like, the root is satar, but it means like to hide, or like to protect them, right? The mal in the end would be like them. I mean, masculine plural, right? Ta sata yaram, like protect or conceal them. Ba satar, in covering or concealment. Fanayak, your countenance, or you know what I'm saying, or like your presence. Remember, faneh means within. So it's like your countenance or your presence. Like when the glory of Yahawah filled the temple. You know what I'm saying? The temple represents you, the inward man, the sanctuary. So, you know what I'm saying? You want the glory of Yahawah to enter into you. Marakase, from snare, and yash man. Tadzakfanam, you preserve or protect. Bak bak sorry. Basaka, in tabernacle or tent. Ma Rayab, Salah. Ma Rayab, from strife. Rayab, from strife, or like an adversary. Lash Lashanawath, or like tongues, or it's also like speech, or like tongues, right? From adversary, or a like from strife of tongues. Verse 22.
Blessed is Yahawah, for he has been wondrously kind to me in a besieged city. It says, Barawak, bless Yahawah, Ket 4, Hak Falaye, Falaye, which is like wondrous or like miracles. You know what I'm saying? Like wondrously kind, or you know what I'm saying? Or like have shown me miracles. Kasada, kindness, which is also like mercy. Led to me, Ba'ayar, which is like in city, Matzawar, right? Remember this word? What do you get? Matzawayan, right? But it's Matzawar, which is like a tight place or like a straight, you know what I'm saying? Or narrow or a prison, you know what I'm saying? So basically, you know what I'm saying? Kind to me in a besieged city, right? So, like when we were in Egypt, Yahawah heard our supplication. You know what I'm saying? Yahawah heard us and he saw our affliction. Therefore, he saved us. Right? Just like, you know what I'm saying, we in the land of our captivity now. But, you know, our people are like all types of foolishness. So, you know what I'm saying? Right now. But, you know, we still gotta like cry out to Yahawah. It said in our land of captivity, like they will cry out to me, like in our distress.
Con, bro, I got a verse I feel like would be good for the topic. A little off topic, but a little on topic as well. It's more so about Yashral. Con. I'll wait till after you finish.
I'm almost done. It's like 2 or 3 more verses. It says, but I said in my haste, I have been cut off from before your eyes, but you heard the voice of my supplications when I cried to you. Right? It says, Wa'ane, I, Emorate, said, Bakafadze, in my fear, or like my trembling, Nagat Radzate, like I'm cut off. So like in my fear or my trembling, like I'm cut off. Managad from before. Ayana Yok, your eyes. Ekan. Oh, so yeah. Ekan. So Ekan, what do you mean like but or truly? Shama Ath, you heard Kwawal sound. Takana Wane, my supplication. Right? But surely you heard the sound of my supplication. Or like my prayer. Bashawa I. It's like I cry out Elayak to you. You know what I'm saying? So like I had been like I said in my haste, or I said in my fear or my trembling, right? Like I am cut off from before your eyes. But Yahawah heard the voice of my supplication or my prayer when I cried out to you or poured myself out to you. Love Yahawah, all his pious ones. Yahawah guards those who believe in him, and he pays him with a bowstring, him who works with haughtiness. Ehabah, love him. With Yahawah, or like concerning Yahawah. Call Kasaya the Yah, his holy ones, or his merciful ones, right? Or his meek ones, or his peaceable ones. But you can also say devout as well. Amawanayan, faithful or truthful. Nazar, guard, right? That's where you get, you know what I'm saying, Judah name from. Not Zar, but his name is not Zarah. But Nazar means a hidden thing, right? Or guardian of the hidden things, or hidden wisdom within the Torah, right? Yahawah guards those who believe in him, right? God, Yahawah, wa mashalom, like with recompense or restitution. Shalom also means peace. Al Yathar, like with abundantly or like plenteous. Asha, act, do. Gewah, arrogance or pride, right? But with salat, but it's like salat. Shalom means peace, but this word it means like recompense or like make restitution out upon. What's it? Yathar. So let me see what. Look up this word Yathar. Salat, bear with me. Yeah. So yeah, it means like Yathar, Strong's 3498, to jut over or exceed, to excel, remain or be left, leave, cause to abound, preserve, excel, leave a remnant, left behind, or like plenteous, preserve. It also means Strong's 3499 means an abundant or a cord or a stream or like a residue. You know what I'm saying? So like the arrogance, you know what I'm saying? The wicked man will be recompensed for his arrogance. You know what I'm saying? So yep. And then verse 25. So he will be repaid for his arrogance, or you know what I'm saying, his pride. Kind of like how Pharaoh was stiff necked and hard hearted. You know what I'm saying? What happened to Pharaoh? He died. $25. Strengthen yourselves, and he will give your heart courage, all who hope to Yahawah. Katzakwa, strong, right? Or also means like withstand, you know what I'm saying? Or like endure. Waya emat, and take courage, right? What Yahawah tell Joshua? He said, only be strong and courageous. You know what I'm saying? Be strong and take courage, or be steadfast. Laba bakam, call ha maya kalayam la Yahawah, right? You all's hearts and minds, right? Take courage, you know what I'm saying? Or be strong. You all's hearts, minds, call all, you know what I'm saying? All who like wait patiently, you know what I'm saying? Or trust to Yahawah, right? Now wait patiently, right? Now like let me get the root. It's if I'm not mistaken, it's call. So like bear with me. So, Yakal, expectant, should hope. That's all Yakayal. Yakal, be patient, hope, be pain, tarry, stay, trust, wait, or like to make hope or place hope, to place hope in. Now it says wait patiently. Now like a blessing from Yahawah might not come right away. You know what I'm saying? It'll come when you least expect it. You know what I'm saying? Just like, you know what I'm saying, those who commit wickedness, their recompense might not happen right away. You know what I'm saying? As soon as they think everything going good, how put the clamp down. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And you know, they perish. You know what I'm saying? Or they become bewashed, shamed, or confounded. Right? But Con, that's all I had. I just wanted to go over Psalms 31. Psalms 31 real quick. And but Con, you know what I'm saying? Yahawah is our stronghold, you know what I'm saying, our fortress, our defense. You know what I'm saying? All those, he says, right? He says all his devout ones, you know what I'm saying, love Yahawah. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Shalom, the untouchable, unfathomable, TK Mafia, you know what I'm saying? TK Mafia, Yahawah Khan. You know what I'm saying?
Khan, Yahawah
Shalom.
Khan. Beautiful
Shalom.
brothers you brought out, brother, man.
Shalom, Michael.
Can you hear me out?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you, bro.
So, like, my internet going in and out, and I've been bouncing around like crazy. I want to say,
it's probably because it's storming, bro.
yeah, it could be, but it's skipping around a little bit. And I want to say, great verses you brought up, by the way. This is
Hey, praise Yahawah.
I had Jeremiah 31. Who's in the chat? Shalom to the people in the chat. I didn't, like I said, I'm not on the YouTube. I'm not seeing everybody in the chat, but Shalom, Yahawah Akkad, you know, and that's what all this is about. You know what I'm saying? Like, us brothers even have a reason to come together. I'm sorry, Salah. What I was trying to say was that the only reason that us brothers come together, honestly, is under the Yahawah. You know what I mean? If it wasn't for Yahawah and His Spirit and the Torah that He's blessed us with, we wouldn't know each other. You know what I'm saying? Because we wouldn't have a necessary reason to. But because of the Most High's blessing, we're here today, and we've made the friendships that we've made, and we've met the people that we've met. You know what I mean? So what I'm saying is that we can't forget that that's what this is about. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that you know, people are forgetting that, something like that, but we have to keep that in the forefront. You know what I mean? Let me take a sip real quick. Oh man, what the heck?
Yeah, I gotta use the bathroom real quick, bro.
But I did want to get out this verse, the brother D stepping away. And yeah, so this is going to be Jeremiah chapter 31, and I'm gonna start at verse 17. But before I read, I wanted to say that the point of me bringing out this verse is to state that this is the type of spirit that we should be exhibiting as a people. This verse that I'm going to read, this is the type of spirit that we should be in as Yasharal. And I'll just read because you'll understand that. So Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 17. I have indeed heard Ephraim moaning. You have chastened me, and I have become chastened, like an unstrained calf. Bring me back to you, and I shall return. For you are Yahawah my God. For after my returning, I regret it. And after my being made aware of my sinfulness, I slapped my thigh in anguish. I was ashamed and also humiliated, for I bore the disgrace of my youth. Right? So it's like this is the type of spirit we should be in. It's just raw. We should be resentful. You know what I mean? We should be regretful of our sins. You know what I mean? We should be like when I first found out I was an Israelite. I didn't know exactly what it meant. And then I went to research and everything, and we came into the Yahawah after a while. And basically I didn't know that I was an Israelite. And when I was told I was an Israelite, it's like it hyped me up. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you have purpose, you have meaning, you have history. You know what I'm saying? It's like you feel a connection. You know what I'm saying? And then you research and you do more research and you know what I'm saying? You delve into the in and outs of it and the legitimacies of certain things and other things, and you come into a understanding that this built up over time. And when I first was in this, it feels great. You know what I mean? It's like honey. You know what I'm saying? It feels great, it tastes great in the mouth, you know what I'm saying? And it feels good in that moment, you know what I'm saying? But as it started to settle and as you start to realize the implications of these things and where we are today and what we're doing, you see that our people have sinned. And the Most High, we fell to the curses, you know what I'm saying? And you realize the sin and you realize the mistakes you've made as well as the mistakes that we've made as a nation. And it makes you very resentful and very regretful. You know what I mean? Like in the book of Samson, it's like honey goes in sweet, but it sits in your stomach bitter. You know what I'm saying? It can give you bad dreams if you eat too much, and it's a bunch of stuff that have to do with honey. But it's a really good uh healer. And in a way, it's like sometimes that realization, that pain, that realization is healing. You know what I mean? And in this way, if our people open up to those feelings, you know what I'm saying? We are regretful, we are ashamed of our actions and of our sins, and we change from those ways. It's pleasing to the Most High, you know, and it's important for us as a people to recognize our dirt, you know what I mean, and not to just put it off on others. I understand, Yasharal as a people, we've suffered many atrocities from all sorts of nations. You know what I'm saying? And those nations are responsible. And yes, it's they're going to get what they're going to get. But as a people, it's more important that we come together and we recognize you know, the problems in our own communities and we try to fix those rather than try to fight those nations that's done those things to us. I'm not saying we're not going to fight them. I'm saying that it's more important that we worry about self-building in this point, and that will give us the strength to then make counter moves, to then make counter attacks. But as long as we're not built up inside, the Most High is not going to strengthen. Yahweh is not going to strengthen us to do that, to fight. You know what I mean? Because I know a lot of brothers got the heat in them. You know what I'm saying? And we have many soldiers. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a lot of Judites, it was a lot of Benjamites, a lot of Levites. You know what I mean? Not saying that those are the only fighters in the community of Yahshua, a lot of Gadites, you know what I'm saying? A lot of Naphtalites, you know what I mean? Danites, fighters. We do, but this is a spiritual war, and we have to prevail spiritually. Like the brother was talking about earlier, like your innards, you know what I'm saying? The deepest parts of your innards. And that does actually prelude to my next verse that I'm going to get out here, and it's going to be the same, well, not the same chapter, the same chapter. It's going to be Jeremiah chapter 31, right, verse 30, and it says, "Behold, days are coming, the word of Yahawah, when I will seal a new covenant with the house of Yasharal and the house of Judah, not like the covenant that I sealed with their forefathers on the day that I took hold of their hand to take them out of the land of Egypt, for they abrogated my covenant, although I became their master, the word of Yahweh. For this is the covenant that I shall seal with the house of Yasharal after those days, the word of Yahweh. I will place my Torah within them, and I will write it on their heart." Right? I'm going to reread that. "I will place my Torah within them, and I will write it onto their heart. I will be a God for them, and they will be a people for me. They will no longer teach each man his brother, saying, 'Know Yahweh,' for all of them will know me, from their smallest to their greatest, the word of Yahweh, when I will forgive their iniquity, and I will no longer recall their sin." And in order for us to have any of this, right? In order for us to um to appease the Most High and and to to gain His mercy, you know what I'm saying? We have to be ashamed of our sins. We have to turn back from our wickedness. Yeah, I know I sound like a broken record, but it's important for us to look at ourselves. You know what I'm saying? To look within, you know. And I'm gonna give it off to the brother D you there?
Con, bro. I was gonna go ahead close it out in a minute.
Come on, brother. Hey, you
But
ready to
my
close
wife,
it out?
my wife had a few verses she wanted to bring out.
Oh,
Shalom.
great.
I
Shalom, Sister Kiana.
Shalom. I wanted to read Zechariah verse 13 to 16. And it says, "And it will happen that just as you, O house of Judah and house of Israel, had been a curse for the nations, so will I save you, and you will be a blessing. Do not fear, and let your hands be strong. For thou said Yahawah, Master of Legions, just as I had planned to bring misfortune upon you, when your forefathers angered me, said Yahawah, Master of Legions. I did not relent from doing so. So I have turned back these days, and I plan to benefit Jerusalem and the house of Judah. Do not fear. These are the things that you shall do. Speak the truth with one another, and your gates judge with truth, justice, and peace. Do not think evil towards one another in your hearts, and do not lose false oaths, for all these things what I hate, the words of Yahawah."
Con.
Come.
You know what I'm saying? It said,
Great verse. Beautiful verse.
Con. It said, do not love false oaths, for these are what I hate. You know what I'm saying? And then, brother, did you read Ezekiel chapter 2?
Ezekiel chapter 2. No. I
Okay.
did have another verse here in Jeremiah that pretty much confirms what I was saying. If I can read it real quick, just so it's not too far outside the people's minds.
Okay, go ahead, bro.
This is going to be Jeremiah chapter 35. I'm going to start here at verse 1. It happened during the 4th year of Jehoiakim, the son of Josiah, king of Judah, that the word came to Jeremiah from Yahawah, saying, Take a scroll book and write on it all the words that I've spoken to you concerning Yasharal. This is the commandment that the Most High gave to Jeremiah to write Jeremiah. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna continue. Concerning Judah and concerning all the nations from the day that I first spoke to you, from the days of Josiah until this day. So yeah, right. Perhaps the house of Judah will hear all the evil that I intend to do to them because of our sin, so that they will repent, right? Each man from his evil way, and then I can forgive their sin and transgression. Like I was saying, the entire point is for us to look within and to recognize our own sin and our own transgression. That's the only thing that's going to cause the Most High to bless us, and it's for us to look back unto Him. It's for us to turn within and see our own ugly. You know what I mean? So I understand people want to point out want to point out their perceived faults in other people, but it's important that we look at ourselves and we not step outside of ourselves. You know what I mean? And I am a victim, not a victim, so I am a perpetrator of that. You know what I'm saying? As well as we all might have been in certain situations where we didn't look within and at ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So
Con.
I am at fault for that as well. And I'm sure that a lot of brothers feel the same way, that we've all been in situations where we were in the wrong and we didn't perceive our faults. And we know how it feels when those thoughts when the Most High then drops all those thoughts and feelings on you right at one moment. You're like, oh shit, I fucked up. And it's all coming on you at one moment. You know what I mean? Most High slapping you up. You know what I'm saying? And we know how that feels. It's like you slap your thigh. You know what I mean? You regret. You get what I'm saying? And this is exactly what was said in the previous Jeremiah chapters, in Jeremiah chapter 31, where Ephraim had recognized his sinfulness. You know what I'm saying? The Most High said, and then I can forgive their sin and transgression, right? That perhaps, verse 3, perhaps the house of Judah will hear of all the evil that I intend to do to them, so that they will repent, each man of his evil way, right? Personal. And then I can forgive their sin and transgression. And that's what I'm getting at. You know what I mean? Rely on Yahawah, look unto Him, and try to look within if you're having problems. You know what I mean? And we counsel with each other, but sometimes we got to look at our own selves. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna let it go to Brother D.
Hey, Con. Hey, Shalom, Zayat. And we had went over Psalms 31 too. You know what I'm saying? I know you was studying that one. This but I want to give out our closing verses. This uh, Ezekiel chapter 2. I'm gonna start at verse 8. And you, son of man, he that which I speak to you, be not rebellious like the rebellious house. Open your mouth and eat that which I give you. Then I saw, and behold, a hand was outstretched to me, and behold, in it was a scroll of parchment, right? Of parchment, of you know what I'm saying, of water, of teaching, you know what I'm saying, of wisdom. He spread it out before me. It was inscribed within and without. And in it was inscribed lamentation, moaning, and woe. You know what I'm saying? So, lamentation, moaning, and woe. It's like Israel suffering, you know what I'm saying? But it's due to our transgressions, why we suffer. You know what I'm saying? Why we are afflicted. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we have to look within ourselves to see what we can work on and improve. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to improve ourselves as well as each other. You know what I'm saying? And then I wanted to go to Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 1. He then said to me, son of man, that which you find, eat this scroll and go speak to the house of Israel. So I opened my mouth and he fed me that scroll. And he said to me, son of man, feed your stomach and fill your innards with this scroll that I give to you. So I ate, and it was as sweet as honey in my mouth. Right? What was honey? Healing. You know what I'm saying? It said, son of man, it said, fill your innards. Oh, I just want to see something real quick. It's a lot. Bear with me.
You looking for it? You said that, bro?
Oh yeah. I'm still here. I was I'm checking something real quick, and then let me see. I'm gonna go down to verse 4. He said to me, son of man, go and approach the house of Israel and speak to them with my words. For not to a people of incoherent language and difficult speech are you being sent, but to the house of Israel. It is not to numerous peoples of incoherent language and difficult speech whose words you cannot understand. Surely had I sent you to them, they would have heeded you. But the house of Yashael will not wish to heed you, for they do not wish to heed me. For the entire house of Israel is hard-browed, brazen-hearted. Right? Brazen-hearted, stiff-necked. You know what I'm saying? Contentious. Right? I had dropped the link in the chat. My bad. I ain't know what y'all was talking about. Never mind. And then this is the last verse I want to bring out. This Psalms 40, verse 7. Neither feast offering nor meal offering did you desire, but you opened ears for me. Burnt offering and sin offering you did not request. Then I said, behold, I have come with the scroll of the book that is written for me. To fulfill your will, my God, do I desire, and your Torah is in my innards. Verse 10, I proclaimed your righteousness in a vast assembly. Behold, I will never restrain my lips. Yahawah, you know it. You know what I'm saying? So,
Call out to Yahawah in strength and in what's the word? And in courage. You know what I mean?
Facts.
And vigorously. You know?
hey, calm, bro. Also, steadfastly and diligent. You know what I'm saying? It said when your servant is scrupulous in them, there is a great reward. You know what I'm saying? Which means diligently, or paying extreme detailed attention. You know what I'm saying? Setting in order, arranging your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? There goes Zaya.
And
hey, shalom, bro.
Shalom, bro. Yeah, sorry I missed the lesson, man. I just woke up. Shoot, man. So I'm gonna watch it back.
Oh no, you good, bro. You good, bro.
No, I mean, hey, I wasn't here for a portion of it too, because I had just got home from work and I didn't even know the D was live, so it's all good.
Me and my girl, we was going over my wife, we was going over Psalms 31 this morning, and we were just reading it, and I was like, yo, I kind of want to do a video on it, you know what I'm saying? Cause I had broke it down already, and I know Zaya, you was studying it too.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I thank you for that too, bro. Cause you know, when I do get this story, sorry, JoJo, it's been a lot going on, bro. I still ain't wrote this story for JoJo and X yet. But yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I just jumped on and said, you know, shalom to y'all and just, you know, listening to y'all close out.
Hey, Con, bro. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you coming through for sure. You know what I'm saying? Hey, praise Yahawah. Yeah, you all good, bro? You know what I'm saying? I know you know, going through
Yeah,
some things. You all good?
Yeah, yeah. You all good,
yeah,
man?
yeah, that situation got handled. So, you know, it's cool now. Yeah,
Con.
it got handled that. The day when I jumped on the live stream with Judah, and it was me, you, Judah, and Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, so,
Con.
yeah, so
Hey,
I
man.
think
It's
I'm gonna fall. I'm gonna like fall back, and I'm gonna be like, you know, I'm still going Judah and y'all channel, and then I'll probably just be in the clubhouse for a little bit. But you know, I'll probably jump on with y'all, but I'll probably just be in the clubhouse.
Hey, Con, bro. Man, you know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, it's tour night, bro. You know what I'm saying? You always welcome over here, bro. You know what I'm saying?
like, and the point, a point I was trying to make earlier is that oh, we don't necessarily have to necessarily all like we all know what we advocate for. We all know that, you know what I'm saying? We push the Yahawah. You know what I'm saying? And I don't fault brothers for doing it their way. As long as that they don't, you know, go off this path. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, uh I hope you're doing good, Brother Zaya, and whatever you do moving forward, bro, just know that we ain't against you, dog, and we support you in your endeavors and trying to bring the Yahawah out to the people. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm,
we just don't necessarily get into all the, you know, sometimes the what's it say? We just try not to be in the midst of, you know, certain things sometimes. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But I understand when brothers get drawn into it and this, that, and this, and I understand that. You know what I mean? And that's why I ain't trying to be you know, you know, overly on top of the topic, because I know brothers have gone over it and brothers have talked about it and brothers have apologized and brothers have spoken on it. So it's best that we move forward. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, moving forward, we you know what it is. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, you
I did
know,
have a verse. Oh, Salak, my man.
okay. Nah, I was just gonna say you know, it's all up, bro. You know, it's still PK. You know, like I said, bro, it's just you know the I can speak on it a little bit. You know, the situation had kind of gotten out of hand for me at least. So it's kind of like that's the reason why it's like I kind of you know I was getting like I felt like it was a test. Like you know, it was a test because I was getting drawn into an old lifestyle because you know a lot of people were coming at me, you know, but you know I do praise Yahweh that you know the situation cleared itself up because the situation really got bad for me. You know, I told D offline like you know everything that was happening and stuff like that. So you know it's you know I just praise Yahweh that I actually didn't revert back to my old self. You know, so.
Hey,
Come.
Con, bro. You know what I'm
And
saying?
we never wanted to get that, you know what I'm saying, to that point. You know what I mean? So I also am appreciative that everything kind of, you know, settled and nothing had to be taken too far. You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
So when we back in the land and we got dignitaries and we got appointees over, you know, then we can manage ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We have to live with our decisions and with our judgment. You know what I mean? But
mm,
that's when we're, you know what I'm saying, governing ourselves. Uh Here in these foreign lands, you know what I'm saying, we don't govern it. And even in the homeland, it has to be stuff like that, or things and you know have to be brought to the council, have to be brought before the judges, you know what I'm saying, and things like that. So there's steps to take in the land and outside. But as far as out here goes, peace or the Avenue 4 piece is the best thing that we can try to seek here, because all our fighting and all our turmoil here doesn't amount to much. You know what I mean? So I'm happy that everything settled, like I said, as it was, and I just hope that the brothers like I said, I hope that the brothers aren't willing to like burn bridges and stuff over things like this. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping that we can galvanize rather than separate under stress. You know what I mean? So
Con.
especially if stress is applied by outside forces, by people who don't necessarily see eye to eye with us. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't allow for those people to be able to have the strength, the power, or even just the influence enough to cause strife between us. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, con.
exact.
Like I think everybody that I talk to for the most part, they still you know TK. It's just certain situations happen. I just wish brothers could you know not hold grudges. The scriptures tell us not to bear a grudge towards our neighbors, and that we just move forward in all the endeavors. And we got brother Judah repping really hard for the tour nights. And then, you guys, y'all do y'all work and y'all rep hard for the tour nights. Avanya still does his work, repping hard for the tour nights. So, I guess it's my turn to, make a channel and get on and, rep for the tour and stuff like that. I ain't gonna lie, I felt like, I wasn't ready, but I think the situation Rob put me through in a sense. Like, I think like I think if I made it through that, I think I could make it through anything.
Hey, Con, no,
You
I feel
know,
you. And, oh,
oh,
my bad,
sorry,
bro. No, I was gonna say. I mean, that's why you gotta prepare. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying. Go back to the inward fight, the shala khan. From my state, that's the word. It's the table. You know what I'm saying? You gotta prepare. You know what I'm saying? You gotta prepare. You gotta put the bread out. The show bread, the 6 stacks, six. It was 2 stacks of 6 on each side. You know what I'm saying? And but yeah, the internal fight. You know what I'm saying? So it's more so like you know what I'm saying, you got to be strong and courageous, like Yahawah told Joshua. Like he told Joshua, he was like, you will be the one that will cause these people to cross over into the land. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah, can you imagine like what Joshua was thinking at that time? He's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like,
he was
yo,
invigorated and he was courageous.
you know what I'm
The
saying?
Most High endowed him with the spirit, though.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I
Like
mean,
even
like I understand what you're saying, D, but at the same time, like the Most High was with him. You
facts.
know what
That's what I'm
I'm saying?
saying. That's what I'm
So
saying.
you got to be strong and courageous. You know?
Exactly. Even before that, even like I brought out earlier, like even when they brought when the brothers and sisters, they brought back a bad report about the land. You know what I'm saying? Like him and Caleb was like, yo, like surely we can conquer the land. You know what I'm saying? Like he was always in the temple. He didn't lead a temple. You know what I'm saying? Which is the inward man. So he was always contemplating on like, the improvement. The holy things of the Torah, of the temple. You know what I'm saying? Storing up treasures. You know what I'm saying? Contemplating on things to improve his like state of thinking. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? He was strong and courageous.
Yeah,
And I'm
con.
not gonna act like that you're gonna always win. You know what I'm saying? You're not always gonna win these battles inwardly. Like you remember when David was journeying with his men of valor, and I forgot exactly who the wife and the man was, but the man owned a large establishment, and and he wasn't allowing for David and his men to have certain things, or to he wasn't giving them certain things. I forgot exactly what it was, but David was ready to kill the man. You know what I'm saying? David wasn't trying to hear no disrespect. So he's on his way to kill this man. You know what I'm saying? That's what he settled on. That was in his heart. He's all right. You all right? You want to be disrespectful to the king? All right. We're on our way. But the man's wife had to calm David down. You know what I'm saying? And make him see reason and peace. And he did. And David thanked her because he's like, I was gonna take him out. You know what I'm saying? And that's the case. You know what I'm saying? So it's like sometimes that happens. You know what I'm saying? But it's how we look at it afterwards and how we assess the situation afterwards, how we take into account and how we process the data afterwards. You know what I mean? David was ready to kill that man.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
even when he went up against Goliath, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying, he went up against a giant, but that could also be like a giant inside of you, you know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
you gotta conquer it. But also, even like when the enemies, there's songs like David was still afraid. He was like, even in my trembling, you know what I'm saying, even in my like fear or like my trembling, you know what I'm saying? I saw you, Yahawah, you know? So you know what I'm saying? It's like there are times like you like you still afraid, you know what I'm saying? But once you put your trust in Yahawah, you know what I'm saying, you start thinking more clearly. You know what I'm saying? Like more so, this video was like like when Yahawah is with you, like who could be against you? You know what I'm saying? And even though we still like are afflicted, you know what I'm saying, and we still, you know what I'm saying, be vexed, you know what I'm saying, due to like I guess like sins that we committed, sins that we commit each and every day, you know what I'm saying, things that we trying to overcome, you know what I'm saying, it's still, it's like I said, it's an internal fight each and every day, but you gotta just stay with it, you know what I'm saying, be strong and courageous.
Yeah, I get
Fine,
you,
brother.
brothers, and I get you, brothers, and everything. I do got one scripture. I'm gonna go Proverbs 3, 5 and 6. Trust in Yahweh with all thy heart, and lean not unto thy own understanding, and acknowledge him in all thy ways, and he shall direct thy path. Um, you know, I think the Most High, he directed my path in these situations that I was dealing with, and I came out unscathed, and I do praise Yahweh for that, and I praise Yahweh that I didn't have to you know um not go into the worldly me, because in that sense, like, I get what y'all saying, like, uh the inward fight, I was able to, continue to be with the Mikra, and also learn a lot from this situation, learning that, sometimes I shouldn't react a certain type of way to certain situations just because of, of the things that are being presented to me, because there's always a choice. I could always, choose to keep the law, because the Most High is not going to punish, you know, well, yeah, the other person isn't going to be punished, especially if they don't believe or they're heathen. They're not going to be punished for breaking the law, but I'm going to be punished for breaking the law. So in all things, in all situations, I have to keep the law. And that's just something that I learned, from this situation, and to stay on fire, for Yahweh.
Hey,
Fine.
you know what I'm
For and
saying, like,
foremost, as the people of Yah, you know what I mean? Like, and like I said, we are men. We inhabit this earth. You know what I'm saying? We live in it every day. You know what I mean? And there are some situations where things get muddy. You know what I'm saying? Brothers rip the shirts off and flex. You know what I mean? But it's like it's like somewhere in all that fighting and rough housing, at point in time everybody got to stop, calm down, and be like, yo, you know what I mean? Like, all right, let's you know what I'm saying? Let's be more civilized. You know what I'm saying? It's not always gonna be that rough and tumble, but when it does turn to that, some brothers gonna get into it. You know what I mean? But we can't forget while we're in that there is a time of uh 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 scripture, is a time of writing, is a time of uh uh a civilized time. We have civilized disagreements, and then we have disagreements where it get ugly. You know what I mean? But we can't be overly in one form and overly in the other. You know what I'm saying? Brothers got to be ready to charge into battle for the Most High, and brothers got to also be ready to calm them spirits down from charging into battle for the Most High. You get what I'm saying?
Con.
Like if they would have listened, when Moses said go up and fight, they would have succeeded. If they would have listened when Moses said don't go up, they would not have died. You get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So that's it. We just gotta be on cue with the spirit. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, sincerity and honesty is all it's about. If you're sincere and honest, we can't be mad at you. You know what I'm saying? And if you're sincere and honest and you happen to be right, then it is what it is. Brothers gotta come to terms, and brothers gotta look for that in themselves. But we can't force it on each other, and we can't, like, you know what I mean, try to force somebody to understand our point of view. You know what I mean? But we
Yeah.
can't let ourselves allow that to detach ourselves from that brother, or like burn bridges, or like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
to change relationships because of you know, you get into a sparring session with your brother, or you get homies over, you put on some gloves, somebody get hit in the eye the wrong way. Now they friendship's a little teeter totter. You know what I'm saying? Oh,
Yeah.
nigga, you hit me in my eye, nigga. Nah, bro, when you trying to, dog, what's up, dog? You want to fight? You know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
it's like, now for the next couple of days, they all whatever. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of it, all other brothers just want to see them stop bickering. You know what I'm saying? Like on the outside, you know what I mean? All other brothers just want to see each other, like uh what's the word? Support each other. And we don't need for people to take that situation so serious to the point where now relationships are being jeopardized. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, companionships are being tarnished. That ain't necessary. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I think what I and I think the situation especially the one that I went through. Um, I think for the most part, I think I'm just going to make videos. I don't think I'm gonna go live because I know I still have to work on my temple in a sense and still fashion it a way that you know I don't react a certain way to certain situations. So I think if I do go live or whatever, I'll probably just go live on, other people's channels. I might do kind of like how Vanya does. And, for the most part, just make videos. Um, yeah, cause me being live and, running into to the other side of YouTube, I think I'll probably try to stay away from that.
Con, I
Yeah.
mean, Con, brother. I mean, we understand you. You know what I mean? Because you know, stuff gets muddy. You know what I mean? And more than anything, uh, like I said, we're just happy and thankful that things didn't have to get overly serious. You know what I'm saying? So uh, I did have a verse I wanted to get to. I know the brother D got stuff he got to get to. And I appreciate you coming on, brother man. And like I said, I'm happy you all good. And you know what I'm saying? You can hit us up. You know, whenever you can comment, you can come on, you can talk. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no thing. You know what I
Come
mean?
on, bro. Even if you got like, you know what I'm saying? Even if you got like any video topics you want to bring out, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, but just, you know what I'm saying? Just hit us up, bro.
Khan, you wanna
I
like
will.
Khan, if you wanna do some teachings with us, or you know what I mean? Like drop some stuff. Like, hey, hit us up, you know.
Con.
Yeah.
It's like, probably on Shabbat. Because we had another video topic we wanted to do. It was Yahawah's judgment is fair. You know what I'm saying? So, more so like what you were saying earlier, like, uh, like keeping the Torah, right? We know what we're supposed to do and what we're not supposed to do. And when we do something that's against the Torah, we get chastised for it. Because, what I'm saying? Yahawah chastises us just as a father chastises his son. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like you eat some pork, and nigga, and your stomach start hurting, and you start throwing up shit, nigga. That's your recompense for you doing that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying you, but you know what I'm saying. And,
Mm-hmm.
but like the wicked as well. You know what I'm saying? It might seem like they're getting away with wickedness. It might seem like nothing is happening to them, but it's what I'm saying. is till they hit that limit. You know what I'm saying? They think everything going fine, right? You know what I'm saying? They think can't nobody touch them. They see Yahawah doesn't see our evil. You know what I'm saying? And then Yahawah put the clamp down. You know what I'm saying? These niggas don't know what to do. They forget how to pray. You know what I'm saying? They don't know where to, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying, with this knockout punch, you know what I'm saying? What these dudes gonna do? They ain't got no choice but to take it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, too. I'll make the group on Instagram, and then like me, you, and Davion, uh, can talk through there, cause, I mean, I reactivated my account, cause the situation, it handled itself, cause, I was finna, get ghosts.
yeah, man, I'm
He's about
already
to turn
knowing, bro.
into.
You know what I'm saying?
He's about to turn into the damn thing off. What's that movie called? Jeepers Creepers. He's gonna turn into the damn thing of Jeepers. He's gonna go hunt niggas down on the damn highway. You know what I mean? Like,
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like when that movie came on, cause we had like basic cable, so the shit was on. It was like USA and like TNT and shit, and it would come on like sci-fi or something. It would come on there. It'd be like Jeepers Creepers. I'm like, yo, bro, that shit creeped me out, bro. When I
hey,
was
that was the stuff though, right? My dad used to
Yeah.
like. He used to love all the horror movies. So as a kid, I watched a bunch of horror movies. Sorry,
Yeah, it's kind
I'm
of
weird.
funny. The legend of it. I think he's actually a black man too. Jeepers Creepers. Yeah, I
where
You
think.
serious? Like some
Yeah,
Candyman type stuff?
yeah,
Oh
damn,
damn.
I ain't even know that. Straight up.
yeah. I think it shows like it kind of shows it like in the like the ending part, like the extra scenes or whatever. And you see like the little posters, and they got that blackface on it. So
Mm.
Hmm.
it's interesting.
Hmm.
I ain't seen that movie in a minute.
That
Like, I
is.
had to go back and watch that mother.
Apparently they made a new one here. In the modern time.
And
Apparently it wasn't that bad.
they made like two or three of. Oh, I see what you're saying. They made like how they did like them Michael Myers movie.
No, no, they didn't do a remake of the original. They just did like a sequel.
Oh, okay.
Straight up, straight up. Actually, you know what? You're right. It was a pre. Basically, there's Jeepers Creepers 1 and 2, but the one
Mhm.
that they just came out with was after the first one, but before the second one. Just some weird timeline stuff. I don't. Yeah. So maybe that one wasn't so popular because people couldn't really get a grasp on
Mhm.
what was going on in the movie or something. But
Man,
I did want to end off with this verse here. You know what I'm saying?
go ahead, bro.
Shalom to the chat. Shalom, brother D, brother Zaya. You know what I'm saying? TK. You know what I mean? And all the people in the chat. Yahawah Kai. Um, the Most High is first and foremost, and we give all praises to him today for allowing us to sit down and have a nice little build. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate the brother D for going live. You know what I'm saying? I see you. You know what I'm saying? I see you. All right, this is Zechariah. I think you read this earlier in the video. Did you read this Zechariah 8?
Uh, what verse?
You did read a portion of it, right? Like
Yeah.
17.
Keanu read 13 through 17, I think.
Con, con. 13 through 17.
Come, I mean, go ahead, bro. You can read it
Con.
again.
But yeah, con. It's a great verse, and hey, get Keanu for bringing it out. So I'm gonna reread it. This is Zechariah chapter 8, verse 14. I'm gonna start at 14. It says, "For thus say Yahawah, Master of Legions, just as I had planned to bring misfortune upon you when your forefathers angered me, so anger me, said Yahawah, Master of Legions, and I did not relent from doing so. So have I turned back these days and planned to benefit Jerusalem and the house of Judah. Do not fear. These are the things that you should do. Speak the truth with one another. And I'm sorry, this are the things that you should do. Speak the truth with one another. And in your gates, judge with truth, justice. I'm sorry, with truth, justice, and peace. Tongue tied today. So like what we were talking about earlier, some of the topics. Um, when we rebuke each other or when we talk to each other or when we judge each other or whatever, make sure it's truthful, make sure it's honest, make sure it's sincere. It's not coming out of any place of malice or or of um of anger or any type of ill feelings or bad feelings. You know what I'm saying? You got to look into yourself before you even speak to someone to know if what you're saying to them is coming out of this or if it's coming out of this. You know what I mean? And that's something that you should find within yourself before even trying to correct somebody or rebuke somebody, or and that's just it should be with truth, justice, and peace. You know what I mean? Because the end of the matter that you seek is peace. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be another end matter that you're seeking. It shouldn't be another thing that you're seeking. You should judge or rebuke out of honesty and peace. You know what I'm saying? Not out of any other will feelings, any ill feelings. And I'm gonna continue in verse 17. Do not think evil toward one another in your hearts, and do not love false oaths. For all these are what I hate, the word of Yahawah. Right? And I'm gonna go over oh yeah, Salah. Yeah, that's it. That's it. And and that's the case. I know the brother and the sister brought it out earlier. You know what I'm saying? Do not love false oaths. You know what I mean? But the Most High looks upon it with favor that we look within ourselves and we judge ourselves and we counsel ourselves. And then that branches out to the community for us to counsel each other. You know what I mean? But the Most High is not looking for it to come out of a evil place or out of some type of place of hate or malice. It's all for peace, respect, justice, and truth. You know what I mean? So us as brothers, we may get into certain things with each other. And in the community, we're looking up ahead and we're definitely going to have these situations in the future. You know what I'm saying? As far as a community, as far as all Yahshua goes. You know what I mean? You can only imagine with all Israelites together in one place. There's going to be bickering, there's going to be arguments, there's going to be problems. But it's important that before we start looking at each other to judge, that we look at ourselves and we come to terms with our sins and we confess those. We look at ourselves and we gather within ourselves, counsel ourselves, so that we aren't coming from a place of ill will. Then we can judge each other in truth, and then we can have peace. You know what I mean? So keep Yahawah as the apple of your eye. You know what I'm saying? Uh, respect the Most High, guard His Torah, rely on Him, and all should be well, man. So Yahawah Kai, Shalom to the brothers online. Long-winded, but peace.
Come.
Hey,
I
come.
got my closing verse. I'm gonna go Isaiah 12:2. Behold, Yahweh is my salvation. I will put my trust and not be afraid, for Yahweh is my strength and my song. He also is become my salvation. And in this situation and the situations that I've seen, at the end of the day, y'all, we still gotta trust in the Most High. He's going to not put us through situations that we cannot handle. Even though we still have to work on our inward fight and our inward man, we sometimes, have to learn to give the situations to the Most High and let Him direct our steps in judgment. And this is one of the things that I'm learning a lot more. And you know, and sometimes when you're dealing with heathens or non-believers, you got to remember that they don't have the same water that we do have. You know, they don't have the same mindset that we do have, and we got to understand and be more patient. And the scriptures talk a lot about long suffering. Long suffering and patience is something that we all got to practice, and that we all got to learn to do with our brothers and sisters. Um, whether we agree or disagree, that long suffering is one of the things that you know make us set apart from these other nations. We be quick to condemn our brothers, but we gotta, and then we'll be easy to forgive our enemies. We gotta learn to, you know, love our neighbor as ourselves and be, long suffering with them just as we are with the people that, oppress us and you know, try to keep Yasharala down. So but yeah, I always say Shalom to everybody, Yahawah Akkad, TK.
Hey,
Con,
Khan. And
con.
Yahawah caught. You know what I'm saying?
And
Hey,
I understand what you're getting at. You know what I'm saying? Because especially when you have a close friend, you feel more comfortable. You know what I'm saying, disagreeing with him or rebuking him than you do someone that you just met because you're more comfortable with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like me and D, we've been friends for like a while now. Like, so it's like if me and him disagree on something or something like that, and we talk about something, uh, we're more comfortable with each other, so we're more comfortable with that. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm.
we can't always do that. You know what I'm saying? We can't always be ready to like with my brothers, I will always be like when I was a kid, I was young. I was the youngest one. You know what I mean? So I was ready to fight my brothers. You know what I'm saying? All the time. You know what I'm saying? Even when we was out at the park or something and whatnot. You know what I mean? And it don't always look good to be fighting your brother in the midst of a bunch of kids. They're like, why are you fighting your brother? You know what I'm saying? And it's like it's because we knew each other and we were just more comfortable with the rough and tumble with each other. You know what I'm saying? We get in disagreements. You know, you get what I'm saying?
Mm.
And yeah, it's just like that's how it be sometimes. And we can't always do that. You know what I mean? And I did got another verse real quick. Micah chapter 6, verse 8. He has told you, oh man, what is good. What does Yahweh require? What does Yahweh require of you but to do justice, to love kindness, and to walk humbly with your God? And that's just all it is. But you can go ahead, D. I know you was probably about to
I
close
know.
out.
Yeah, I was gonna read this last verse real quick. But Khan though, you know what I'm saying? This is this is Isaiah 12. I'm gonna start at verse 1. You will say on that day, I thank you, Yahawah, for you were angry with me. And now your wrath has subsided, and you have comforted me. Behold, God is my salvation. I shall trust and not fear. For God is my might and my praise. Yahawah, and he is a salvation for me. You can draw water with joy from the springs of salvation. And you will say on that day, give thanks to Yahawah. Declare his name. Make his acts known among the peoples. Declare that his name is exalted. Make music for Yahawah, for he has acted with grandeur. Make this known throughout the world. Exalt and shout for joy, O inhabitants of Zion. For the Holy One of Yashael is great in our midst. You know what I'm saying? So, always exalt.
Hallelujah.
You know what I'm saying? Yahawah Akkad. Always exalt Yahweh's name. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Always. You know, because
Con.
and it says like make music for Yahawah. You know what I'm saying? The word is shayar. You know what I'm saying? Like make music. Like I mean, we had musicians, and like the Levites played many different instruments. You know what I'm saying? Even when you read the Torah, it's kind of like music. You know what I'm saying? Or like or like a poem. It has like rhythm and melody. Excuse me. And then you know what I'm saying? It says it's verse 2. It says, behold, God is my salvation. I shall trust and not fear. You know what I'm saying? Like I shall trust in Yahawah. Like and not fear man. You know what I'm saying? Not fear when the evildoers rise up against me. For God is my might and my praise. You know what I'm saying? Yahawah is our strength, our might, and our power. You know what I'm saying? We shall give our praises to him. Yahawah. And he is a salvation for me. You know what I'm saying? So Yahawah will save us from, you know what I'm saying, our own counsels, from the toil of our hands, from our oppressors, from impurities of the spirit, things that taint the mind, you know what I'm saying, from snares that other men or other nations have laid out for us, you know what I'm saying, from stumbling in our iniquity,
They all praise to Yahawah. I just wanted to say, shalom to the chat. Thawad, shalom for you brothers coming on the panel. You know what I'm saying? Praise Yahawah for allowing us to have a live stream and to bring out His truth. You know what I'm saying?
Hallelujah.
And to continue to uphold the Yahawah and to uphold Yahweh's name. You know what I'm saying? Because Yahawah is supreme. You know what I'm saying? Over all heavenly powers, over all nations, over everything. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? All praise to Yahawah.
Hallelujah.
Come.
I keep finding verses. Would you mind hearing one more sentence?
Oh, go ahead, bro.
Micah chapter 7, verse 7. As for me, I put my hope in Yahawah, and I await the God of my salvation. My God will hear me. Verse 18, I'm going down. Who is God like you, who pardons iniquity and overlooks transgression for the remnant of his heritage? He does not maintain his wrath forever, for he desires kindness. He will once again show us mercy. He will suppress our iniquities. You will cast all their sins into the depths of the sea. Grant truth to Jacob, kindness to Abraham, as you have swore to our forefathers in the days of old. Hallelujah.
Come.
Fact. Hey, I just wanted to say too. Let me read this verse one more time. It says, "Exalt and shout for joy, O inhabitant of Zion, for the Holy One of Yashael is great in our midst." And the word is bak, quarabak, right? You know what I'm saying? Quara, which is the innermost part, the mind and the heart. You know what I'm saying? Your innermost thoughts. You know
Time.
what I'm saying? So,
Korab.
facts. It also means a sacrifice. So what are you sacrificing to Yahawah? You know what I'm saying?
Your innermost.
Oh, go ahead, bro.
Your innermost. Your innermost earthly inclination.
But you know what I'm saying? You also want to be like unblemished as well. So you want to offer the best parts to Yahawah. You know what I'm saying? Like but it is also like burning off your impurities. You know, you know what I'm saying? Things that will cause you to stray or to err. Bro. But yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and get on up off of here. We're gonna take it out with this new beat, know what I'm saying? It's called Hey, it's called a War with Strategy. You know what I'm saying?
Coming to you live from SOJ TK. Pew 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 pew.
Hey, this dude. You know what I'm saying?
What do you say? Here we